Hello, this is Steve here, better known as the Headbanging Zulu. I just wanted to do a quick film just to show what I've got. I've got a few more bits, and I struck lucky again at a charity shop. But this one was in Shropshire where I live, which is very rare to find stuff like this. Without further ado, this is the first two charity shop CDs I found. They're not really my bag, but these are the Metal Hammer CDs, and I think they used to put these in the magazines. And it's got some good tracks on there. It's got Wasp's Animal, Entombed, Don't Back Down, and bands like Kitty, Group, Dog Drill, The Dwarves, Psycho, Angel Whore, that sounds nice, Keith Caputo. I picked them up dead cheap, and it's also got a CD-ROM on it, but I can't play it on my computer. But I picked this one up, and I also picked this one up as well. Not really my cup of tea, and if anybody wants them, just hook me up on the comments below if anybody collects this sort of stuff. Yeah, they didn't cost a lot. They've got some good tracks on here, but I just don't recognise half the bands. I think they're more new metal style, I may be wrong, but they're around about 2000 anyway. And about 2000, so I presume there's a lot of new metal stuff on here. But say if you want them, hit me up. The next one, this is a CD I've been listening to last night. I thought I'd show was this one, the one that Greg sent me. When I was taking out the box, I thought I recognised it. I did, because I nearly went to this gig. This was in '93, I think, or maybe a bit earlier, or '94. I can't remember the exact year, but I read the sleeve notes, and this is the one I think Richie Blackmore, because he didn't play on the first track, Highway Star, because he threw a wobbler, and I think he left the band, if my memory serves me right. But unfortunately, in them days, I used to work a lot of night shifts, and you didn't get much holiday, so you had to be very careful what you took off. So that's why I couldn't go to a lot of the gigs. But I remember this gig well, seeing all the advertising. It was just a killer CD. There's even a decent version of Paint It Black on it by the Stones, and it's just great stuff. I really enjoyed this last night, sitting laying out on the couch listening to this. Thanks a lot, Greg. I just received a couple of CDs through the post. And they were when I go shopping, but I didn't pay a lot of money for them. I'm sort of playing these companies off against each other now, and getting the most cheapest deal. And it's surprising if you put half an hour of time into it, how much money you can actually save on your CDs and records. Don't buy the first thing that comes to you. Always shop around. That's what I do. But I picked up this one. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This is, I think, the first CD from Slash's Snakepit. Can't wait to give this a play. It's supposed to be really good. I heard of Slash's Snakepit, but I didn't buy the CD first time round. But I can't wait to give this a spin. I have been playing this one. This is a really good CD. I give it 9 out of 10. If you like this sort of anthem type metal, you'll really love this. Really good vocals, and obviously, Slash is an awesome guitar. But I have played this; it's absolutely brilliant. So so I've got this one, which is the Slashy Snakepit one, which I can't wait to play. Talking of the Conspirators, I got this one as well. Got it again, knowing me. Got it cheap. That's World on Fire. I can't wait to give this one a spin as well. It's got a beautiful cover. It's got the Simpsons, everyone but the kitchen sink, really, and you get a nice picture in there. And apparently, I don't even know this, but Slash is in the same business as me. He's a graphic designer, and he designs all the T-shirts for the gigs, like the Guns N' Roses. I think he did I don't know about the Guns N' Roses. But when he plays gigs, he does his own T-shirts, and because that was his trade. Because where I live in Shropshire, Slash was born in London, in Hampstead, but he actually lived at Stoke-on-Trent till he was 11. Then he went across to LA, and apparently, what I've read about him, he's extremely good graphic designer, and he designs all the T-shirts. So we're in the same business. I wish I could play the guitar as well as him. Then I'd have a big mansion somewhere and a huge record collection. But here's the booklet. I'm sorry I'm itching my nose, allergy. I think I caught it off Scott Waters, or Scott caught it off me, one of the two. But yeah, that's the booklet to it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Slash didn't do this. I may be wrong, but yeah, it's all the stuff. I think he would have had a big input into it anyway. He would probably done all this, or yeah, it's amazing, nice little booklet. But yeah, that was another record. Now, what a book I'm reading at the moment is hang on a sec, sorry about that. A book I'm reading at the moment is really heavy. I've been at it now for nearly 2 weeks, and that's this one, and that's AC/DC's The Last Highway. And basically it tells the story of Bon Scott's last 3 years alive, because Bon Scott died in Dulwich in London in 1980, and it starts at 1977 and tells you all the events leading up to his death. I'm a massive AC/DC fan in the Bon Scott years, but after Black in Black, I think it was called, I sort of lost them because Brian Johnson took over. And this is what this book's mainly about, because some of the songs on that album, Bon Scott may have written them, and but he didn't get the credit for them. And this is what this book's about mainly. And it was all to do with the Young Brothers and how they ran AC/DC. And Bon's obviously he's in a bit of trouble with the drink, like, and the other stuff. And it's really emotional read. It's probably the longest it's took me to read. I'm a pretty fast reader as a rule. But it's so involved, it gives interviews to people who actually knew him in America and in Australia, and it actually, you know, documents his last couple of years of his life. So it's a really good read. The reason why I'm telling you all this, I went to my local shop. There's like a converter, if you like, and you get some good stuff in there, and I nearly hit the floor when I got this. The first one is this one. This is AC/DC's Let There Be Rock. And it's just a mind-blowing thing. You would never expect to find it in a charity shop or whatever shop in Telford. And you get the stuff there. And it looks like a feature film. I can't wait to watch it. I may watch it today actually. But it's their famed 1979 Paris concert. That's definitely Bon Scott. And yeah, it's a Bon Scott one. You got all the tracks there. I hope you can see them okay. And I was absolutely shocked. And I left the price tag on. It was £2.99 for this, and it was probably the best score I've had this year. Now, when you can't think life can't get any better, it can, because with it, for the same price, I got this one, live at Donington, AC/DC. This is Brian Johnson. Again, he got all the massive hits on there, and yeah, it was filmed in 35mm Panavision. And it's a good format, that is, because my auntie gets her, she's got 35mm or 8mm of when we were kids in the late 60s, and she gets them out to embarrass us. But yeah, this was filmed in 35mm, but I couldn't believe getting this in a charity shop for £2.99. And it comes like that, and also it has that inside. I think it's a poster, and it's just an unbelievable find. And it has all the tour dates, the Razor's Edge 1991 tour date. They were backed by Queensryche and the Black Crows, two good bands. And you get pictures at the back, and it's just amazing piece of gear. And I couldn't, as I say, I could not believe the prices of them. And I was on the floor. It's just out of this world. There's Malcolm, God bless him, and. There's Angus. But yeah, that was my good luck for the week. Yeah, you know, I'm every city I go in, I'm in the charity shops, whether I'm down south or in the West Midlands, and 9 times out of 10 you walk out empty-handed after thumbing through a load of rubbish classical music and stuff you would not want to listen to. I've lost count how many Madonna albums I flipped through, or poor rap records, but it's worth it when you find stuff like that. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching me. I hope you enjoyed this offering today, and just want to say, spread the love, folks. Take care and goodbye.